Howdy folks, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore, and it is day 15 of the July Carnivore Challenge, here in the hardcore summer. Alright, let's head into the daily videos and see how things are going, here on Big Anklevich on health. So how's it going today on July 15th? Halfway there. Is it going well? I'd like to say that it was going better than it is, but to start with, yesterday I got 22,000 steps, almost 23. That was more than I expected that I would get, so I guess I did pretty good. I didn't get to do a lot of the, get up and walks that I usually do at work, so it got higher than I thought it would. So that's good. This morning I got out there and I did some more walking. I was walking, I got my 10,000 steps, and we'll see how many more I can get. Maybe I can get up over 20,000 again like I did yesterday. That'd be pretty awesome. And it's good that I'm doing that because I keep doing stuff that I shouldn't. I ate some good stuff today. I had a roast that I put in the crock pot overnight, and this morning I got up and I had that for my first meal. And later, for my last meal, I had a bowl of ground beef, and that was pretty good, but in between that, I ate cheese. I'm not supposed to eat cheese. It's not a part of my lion diet, and I always eat more than I should, even if I was, if I could probably allow myself to have cheese if I was able to just eat a little bit of it. Just eat like, oh, here's a slice, I'll eat that. But no, I can't. I eat like a slice and then I go, that was good, I should have another slice. Then I go, that was good, I should have a whole block of cheese. And I'll eat way more than I should of it. So I'm sure that has totally blown my progress, and I'm gonna be going in the wrong direction. But on the positive side, I'm starting to fast right now. And that should hopefully turn me back into the right direction. Now, here is the key. When I come out of this fast, I need to stick to what I should eat and not eat anything else. If I can do that for a couple of weeks, I think I could get where I want to be. I keep getting close to where I was all the way back at the end of last month. Whenever it was that I was like 206. I'm really close to that already every time that I fast. So I gotta stick with it for just a couple of times. No pork rinds or cheese or any of that crap. I know they're carnivore foods, they're fine, and depending on what stage of your journey you're on, that you could get away with it. I'm past the stage where I can get away with it, unfortunately. And if I want to actually reach my final goal, then I got to stop. I got to get control of myself. And so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with a fast, and then I'm just going to eat beef when I come back from that fast. I'm not eating anything else. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, let's go see what Marshall did today.
Hey everybody, Marshal Latham here. Talking about the middle of July 15th, and doing well. I did go for a walk earlier in the day when it was somewhat cool. I got out later than I wanted to, so it was a little bit warm, but not too bad, and didn't take me too long. So that was good. I was able to do that. I think I got a snapshot of me out there. Let's see, for eating, I did pretty good. I got a total calories of about 3,200 calories, so that's pretty good. It's over 3,000. Yeah, I was gonna eat some more when I got home, but I didn't. I didn't want to eat anymore, and I know I need to get over that. But I think things are going pretty good with what I'm eating. If it's between 3,000 and 4,000, I feel pretty good about it. And I've missed that a couple days, or a couple of times. But in general, I've been doing that since the beginning of the month. And yeah, I do think I'm making progress, at least the way that I feel, the way that I look. and we'll see if the scale bears that out or not. Again, I'm not gonna do a middle of the month report. I don't know. Seems excessive to me for what I want to do. Sorry if you're looking forward to that. End of the month is an awesome time to rejuvenate and then evaluate everything. What did I eat though? Well, I did eat, since I did all that calculation, I figured I might as well eat another piece of the egg bake. So I did have some of that for lunch. For breakfast, now this is, I'm sighing, not because I did anything terrible, but it probably wasn't the best. So somebody brought in a bunch of frozen Jimmy Dean breakfast croissant sandwiches. These are just little frozen things that have, just like an Egg McMuffin, it has sausage, egg, cheese on a croissant. But they were all frozen. And I said, oh, well, if it's already frozen, if it's not cooked up, I can take off the croissant and I can just cook up the eggs, sausage, and cheese. And so that's what I decided to do for breakfast. And I had about 5 of those for breakfast. I threw the croissants away. And it's small, right? These aren't large sandwiches. They're pretty small sandwiches. And so and then I just cooked up on a plate 5 sausages, eggs, and cheese, kind of like their own little sandwiches. Then I ate them with a fork. And that was pretty tasty. That was pretty good. And so there was more left over at lunchtime. And so I had 3 more of those Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches without the croissant. And I found those pretty tasty. I'm glad they're gone now, because I probably would have kept eating those. And it's not that there's anything inherently bad about that. It's just processed food, right? And so you don't always want to be eating, the processed food, the sausage. And it didn't come from like the butcher. It's coming from a company, Jimmy Dean. And then the eggs, who knows what. Well, I don't think anything bad is in the eggs. And then what kind of cheese? Is it really cheese, or is it just stuff that tastes and looks like cheese? Is it the Kraft single garbage cheese, or is it real cheese? And so that's where I feel a little bit suspicious of, did I really eat anything that was good? I'm not doing that all the time, and it's not something that I seek out. But it was there, and it fit within my way of eating, and so I went ahead and had those. And I'm not going to buy those or anything like that, because it's kind of a waste of money if you're going to throw away the croissant. And so, but it was there, it was free, and so that's what I did. And then, like I said, I did have that big piece of egg bake also during lunchtime. So. And then I had some jerky as a snack later on in the day. So I guess you could call that my dinner, but it was more of a snack. That was my day. That was what I ate. And I think I'm going to be fasting tomorrow, so there won't be much to talk about, but I guess I can talk about other things. All right. See you later.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Marshall. I don't trust those kind of things, the Jimmy Dean sausage things. Who knows what is in it? Do the eggs, are they all eggs? Or is it like eggs with pancake mix mixed in? I would say it's pretty likely. Is the sausage meat, or is it full of fillers and other stuff and pancake mix mixed in? Sure, take advantage of it if it's free and you can have it, but I wouldn't do it every day, that's for sure, because you can expect that you probably will not be getting any benefits, may well be kicked out of ketosis from eating that stuff. And yeah, the cheese, probably seed oils. It's seed oil paste, probably what that stuff is. I don't know. yeah, it's much better to skip that kind of stuff and go for whole foods, you know, something that you took as a piece, you know, and you made it yourself. There's one piece of steak or one thing of ground beef that you mushed into a hamburger patty, or I don't know, maybe learn to make your own sausage. That'd be awesome. I'd like to try that. That's one of those things I've been thinking I'd like to do, is learn how to make my own sausage. That'd be fun. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I'll do a whole video on how to make your own sausage on Big Anklovich on Health. All right, folks, we'll see you next time on Big Anklovich on Health.